So we have to go back to since day one. And I remember this day one since the stock came to public, and it was $6 level in September of 2018. I remember that day just like yesterday, because this was one of the two stocks that came as a EV stocks into market, going public. Another one was Q something, another Chinese name, which went bankrupt like very quickly. Actually, in a couple of years, it was delisted already. But from $6 goes up all the way to 14 and starts fading immediately. And it trades in this $3-4 range for quite some time. And basically during pandemic, we come back to this name where I was talking about this name around $4 levels, where I was making even video about how people can enable their options trading for their Robinhood. So, and then a lot of you retailers came in to watch this name when the stock was trading at 13, 10, 11, 14, 15, $16 levels. And you can see by the volume as well. And I remember every single tick of this name, because if you're watching market every single day, you remember everything just like yesterday. It's like already coded in your brain. So $16 right here. A lot of people, so Goldman Sachs comes in, downgrades the stock. A lot of people panic. And I was streaming back then in this channel. We were very small actually. And the very next day, I make a video about saying that, hey guys, Goldman Sachs downgrades this name, but themselves, they just get in. Because there were platforms that were so cheap, like $300. There was a platform that was basically letting me know option positions, stock positions of the basically institutions in about day or two. I could just see it instantly after market close, and they all became very private. And I mean, you cannot buy those platforms anymore. There's nobody sharing such data anymore. And I was like, this is going to go higher. And we go all the way to 66, okay? And looks like last time I covered this name right around here. And throughout this, like when it was trading at $40, $44 levels, I was bearish this stock because it looked bearish and it was overvalued. I was saying that this stock doesn't worth like $100+ billion while they're selling only a few cars. And I just stopped making video in 2021 about this particular ticker. So right here, right now, what is going on? A lot of people are lost like so much money, and there are a lot of people who I know they had the money in 2021. They parked $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000. They could have bought a house and it wouldn't depreciate that much. But they basically kept averaging down, and it hit all the way to $4 levels. And what's going on right now? So that's not the point, but this is a little bit of a history of with this ticker and what I was talking about. So right here, right now, what the heck is going on with this name? So before we jump into the price action, I want to emphasize one thing that a lot of people will not understand, or maybe some people will easily understand, because it's dilution. So outstanding shares of NIO stock in that time in 2020, June, July, you can see 1.1 billion outstanding shares. Right now, stocks outstanding shares 2.09 billion, okay, in billions. So give or take from 2020 all the way to this time, in 4 years, they basically chopped your shares in half. That's when they kept raising billions of dollars, and they were smart about it, and a lot of people were not paying attention to this. Even in 2021, in 2022, when I was basically mentioning this many times, that hey, like hot money is gonna go away, and exactly what happened. And right here, right now, a lot of people who are looking at the chart of NIO and saying that hey, it has fallen from 66 to all the way to 6.5, it can go 10 times up. No, you have to consider dilution and also future dilution, because this stock has not had positive earnings per share, EPS, earnings per share. And when you're when you have so many outstanding shares, I mean, it's going to be so difficult. I mean, if companies not buying back their shares, that means they don't trust in the business, and it's a very competitive business. So one thing I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand, that right here, right now, $6.50 is equal to $13 of NIO stock back in 2020. That's exact same valuation. Valuation of NIO right now, $13.5 billion. If you take a look at the market capitalization of my market capitalization chart, you can go take a look at it anywhere. I'm using Thinkorswim, but this is equal to this price of July back in 2020. Okay, just keep in mind that shares have doubled. Okay, and it's gonna take a lot of shares to move this name, and we know China is easing. We know that there was a lot of headlines a few days ago where, yes, big profitable names like JD, Baidu, Pinduoduo, Alibaba, they were running crazy, but these stocks, especially NIO, I mean, it has moved, of course, from $4 to $6.50 in the last month or so. It's a big move, and also it is very important that this stock is trading now above its 200-day moving average. So resistance level I was watching $6.25 or so. And next level to watch for this name would be this area where it was acting as a support, $7.20, and then $9.50. But one thing I want to mention, very, very important if you are trying to buy something as a swing trade or as an investment, like it's losers, average down losers. There's the saying, like I think Paul Tudor Jones, I think he had that art in his back in his office saying that losers average losers. So unless they turn positive EPS, I don't see any reason for NIO to go parabolic from here. Does not matter what their easing is going to be, and it might take some time for that money injected into the system to circulate. But if, I mean, as a trader, if you're gonna, let's say, front run and trade the momentum, you don't want to overstay your welcome, because fundamentally this stock does not make any earnings per share. I mean, it's negative still, and very, very crucial that you, at least their losses have been coming down, but at any given moment they can do another offering, they can do another dilution if they see their stock running higher. So you have to keep that in mind, and you don't want to overstate, because yes, these moves come and then it will get sold off very painfully, slowly, and a lot of people who came into the move late, they will be basically holding the bag. So my point is here is this stock is not going to run away. Okay, there's going to be plenty of opportunity if they start turning reducing their losses and probably get to that break-even point at least. You will see the stock run, definitely. But there are many other Chinese names, like there's XPEV that I follow, there's Li Auto, which is profitable actually. They have positive EPS compared to NIO, but NIO, it's even at these valuations, don't look at the price of the stock, okay? $6.50. It's $13 billion. And I will give you just last thing as a perspective, what kind of stocks out there worth $14 billion. Let's take a look. DocuSign, $12 billion company, okay? Chewy is $12 billion company. Duolingo, MGM Resorts at $39. It's a $12 billion company, okay? And there are many examples. Okay, it doesn't mean that those stocks are better than this, but the point is there are many stocks that trade at that valuation, and you don't want to look at the price. You want to look at the market capitalization of the stock. And there you can take a look. Interactive Brokers, 14 billion. What else out there? I mean, there's many stocks. Kava, I mean, it's new IPO. Davida, which is, you can see, it's a profitable company, but it's a slow, it's not like EV stock, but you can see, I mean, this stock worth 13.5 billion, exactly the identical market capitalization as NIO, and trades at the same valuation. But look at, you just compare the chart yourself, what's going on with this name. But that's the point. So NIO is not cheap. Don't look at the price, okay? So keep an eye on fundamentals, and that's the update. And probably I'm not going to talk about this name for a while as well, but this is something that I just wanted to share because a lot of people in Discord were just discussing about this name, and here's what I'm thinking, and I think if it's going to be helpful for at least a few people, that's good. So thanks for watching. See you in the next update.